Hey, we're coming out, dancing downtown, free like whatever we dream about. And we're moving through the night, cruise across town, lost in the endless sound.
Hey, I'm Paul, I'm from Free Energy.
I first listened to your album, I was like, well, it really oozes just like glowing optimism, you know? It makes it for like a really, really fun, like uplifting kind of a listen, you know? How important is that positivity in like your music and in your life?
When we talk about it, we say that the music is kind of this amalgamation of not only like kind of the best parts of all the like music we reference, you know, a lot of classic rock obviously, but like feelings, which the record kind of suggests like a lot of optimism, like you say, or positivity, like, and kind of discarding and leaving out the stuff that maybe isn't as appealing, which is like, I don't know, being sad or miserable, like just trying to focus on the best of everything, whether it's like a solo or it's like an image or a feeling, just trying to like put all these different things together into songs.
Yeah, a lot of music just kind of focuses on the negative, I think, because it's kind of easier to write from like a angry or sad kind of point of view, but...
Yeah, and I think it can be cooler sometimes. You don't have to put yourself out there as much as trying to, see things. Because obviously there's a lot of propaganda that says like the world's horrible and everything sucks and like the economy's horrible and I feel like that's just meant to keep people down and to keep people from realizing like how good things can be.
Yeah. It kind of goes along with the whole free energy kind
a little bit,
theme. The energy of the world, just
totally.
soaking it up.
Mm-hmm.
How was it recording with James Murphy from LCD Sound System? Big name, obviously.
Yeah, super big. But he's super chill. He's a very down-to-earth guy. It was great. He came at the exact point when we needed him, when Scott and our whole band had broken up, and we were like writing songs, but we wanted to do this really big thing. We didn't quite know how it would happen, and then James, well, the guy who runs the label was kind of feeding James these demos, and eventually James got it and realized he wanted to produce it. And he's definitely like the only guy who could have made it.
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Really, and what can you tell us a little bit about, I know you guys put up Come On Let's Dance up on, I heard it on Absolute Punk.
Yeah, totally, you heard that?
Yeah.
I didn't know if anyone like found it or knew about it.
So that was kind of like, I was kind of surprised to see you guys had a new song up so close to having just the release in March, and then you got a new song. So what can you tell us about like recording that and the new album, like what kind of directions you took that in?
Well, that one we did with this dude in Brooklyn who actually was the engineer for James, and then started his own studio, and we recorded we've recorded like probably 6 songs with him, but none of them we've liked enough to do anything with. We've kind of just dropped them, but that one turned out to be good, and I don't know exactly why we did it. But anyway, that I'd say that song maybe is indicative of kind of the more live rock sound that the next record will have, now that we have a band that's like comfortable and starting to like wear in and lock in.
Yeah. Can we expect more cowbell? Because we gotta have more cowbell on this album.
Good question. There would be a lot of cowbell.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just good to know. At first I was kind of like surprised to hear you guys were touring with Titus Andronicus, because you guys, initially it seems like your music is very different, but when you kind of think about it, you both have that classic rock influence that really kind of shines through. Do you think that it's kind of like a movement that's sparking up with bands, kind of taking that classic, you know, not really reinventing the wheel, but kind of just paying more tribute to the classic rock kind of side of it?
Yeah, I think there are, as we like get further away from that period of time, like you know, end of the 60s and 70s, like and I guess 80s I don't know. I think once you get more distance, like as a culture, you start to see things in a different light, and what's good and what used to be cheesy now is like you're like, wow, that's awesome. Like there's still old people who like hate Fleetwood Mac because when they were young, it was like they were bombarded with it on the radio, but now we can look at it and like it's in dollar bins, and you can see what's good about it. So I feel like that'll happen not just for classic rock, but it happens with like dance music, like people looking back on old synth bands. It's probably just that's how it works. It cycles, like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, one more question. If you were in a zombie movie,
Yes.
and you were fighting zombies, killing the zombies, what song would you want to be playing as this is happening?
Man, that's a good question.
It's a tough one, I know. I put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah. Man, I think I was gonna say "Patience" by Guns N' Roses, kind of a slow ballad. I think I'm gonna go slow on this one, like a slow ballad. Maybe the song "Everybody Hurts" by R.E.M.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be classic.
Kind of a double meaning.
That's kind of where we went to. He would want Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, see,
Something like completely
yeah, that's
off of the subject with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would pick Johnny Cash's Ain't No Grave, because that's kind of like
that's good.
applicable.
Yeah, that's good. How about you?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think I thought about it too
I
much.
haven't thought about it that much.
All right, well, think about it.
Okay, I'll think about it and get back to you.